Alright, so I'm going to be opening up the Voron 2.4 kit from MagicStudio. This was the kit that was released on August 13th, 2021. The kits do change time to time, so what's in here may not be the same thing that you get, but this is what it was, on August 13th's kit. This is the 250mm cubed print. I did not get the Raspberry Pi as part of this. I did get the Dragon Hotend standard flow, and let's see what's in here. A printer makes a good water bottle stand, right? As long as you don't knock it over. So you do get a bill of, I guess not bill of materials, but a what's included in the kit. Some packing materials. So this is the acrylic panels. Pretty cleanly cut. Yeah, need to all be there. And let's see, the next level we have a print surface heater and the spring steel sheet and the magnetic sheet. So it has a pretty mirrored finish on it. I mean, it's not trying to be mirrored, but it looks a little bit like that. Heater. And we have these cable organizer. That's what it looks like. Maybe 4 cable organizers, which I'm sure will come in handy at one point or another. Where it starts to get fun. So let's see, this box we'll do first. This is the fan kit. And then let's see, what's in this next one? This one is a heavy one. Ah yes, stepper motors. That one there. So these this time are, these are not LDO, these are stepper online from OMC. I think this month they were not able to source LDO steppers, so they ended up swapping for these ones, but they're still on the bill of materials for the Voron, so no concerns there. That is all it's in. Just thick packing on here. Let's see what's next. It's a lighter one. This looks to be a power supply. It's a Meanwell power supply. So it's pretty standard. You've actually got a Sharpie and write steppers in that box. This box looks a little bit, it's seen some moisture damage. Or maybe it's not doesn't have any foam on the inside, so probably got some weight on it. So here we have the armor sensor. These are the rotation clips. So this is one thing the Magic kits include. These are to help prevent rotation of the 2020 extrusions. These are not on the bomb, but they don't impact the assembly at all. And then we have here, this is the solid state relay, which seems is their armor on. We now have the actual stepper drivers here, and these are Big Tree Tech 2209s. So these already have heat sinks included and have a cable, so they're ready to go. This seems to be the same thing, more stepper drivers. Packing material. I'll get to that in a minute, because that should be interesting to look at. We have the belt motion kit, not the boat motion kit. So we have some pins. I can't remember the exact term for those. We have our two belts. Don't see a brand. Oh, these are Gates belts. We have our set screws. Looks like different bearings and pulleys. We have this is really for the gearing for the Z-axis. So yeah, that's all in here. And then we have the Big Tree Tech Octopus, which I just received has a little rubber duck in it, which is very important. You should live right there. So that's what you'd expect from a octopus board. We have our Misc Parts. This is our PTFE tube for the Voron setup. We have some double stick tape. We have a bunch of magnets. I'm not sure what this metal part is for. Oh, this is supposed to be for attaching something to Din Rails? Not sure. And I'll find out eventually. Extruder parts. Alright, so here we have the cable chains, and these look like the brand is CNWSL. Rubber feet. We have a bag of zip ties and more cable chains. So, hope you like cable chains. Yeah, it's not to include double stick tape. I was not expecting that. It's 3M double stick tape, so. And this is your box of wires. This is if you're going to be making your own cable looms and all that. This is the wires you're going to be using for that. They are nicely color coded, so you can color code your wires, which I'm sure will be very helpful if you're doing that. Heater cartridge. This is your bed thermistor. And then you have got a box of connectors and another bag of connectors. So you're going to be doing not only all your you do have your boards for the end stops and their like spade type connectors. So all that is in here. I did order a Lineo cable loom, so I won't be using a lot of this, but I also need some of this because Lineo doesn't kick everything up, just some of the things. And this is, I think this is an accelerometer, so didn't realize that was included. So the one I have on order won't be needed, but can still probably be used somewhere. So that's a good touch. Let's go ahead and open the box of screws, because that is a hefty box of screws. Yeah, here is the box of screws. So you have all your M3s, M5s, M2s, all your spacers. While looking here, looks like there was some oil on these M5s. Looking at these, they don't look too oily, but they could be a little bit. Everything is nicely bagged, or most things are nicely bagged. And I believe these do have spares. Alright. Got the screws. Now let's see what's in this corner. So you weigh in a... Oh, this is the Dragon Hotend. I was not expecting it in a little cloth bag. This is the Voron, the Fasteners X Voron Hotend, so I meant to open this up a little bit later. Let's open it up now, why not? That's definitely a Hotend, and it does already have a silicone sock attached to it, so that's nice. And you get some little stickers. Stickers are very important for any printer build, right? What would you do without them? So there's on the back side, it's just a little fancy box and a bag, and looks like you have manual and wrenches and stuff like that in there. And we get another rubber ducky. And this looks like, this is the I think the big tree text screen for the Octopus board that I ordered. This is B300, whatever that is. Yep, that is 8 linear rails. They all seem well packed, so those should be good. Could have run out of space over here. And here we have the other mini power supply. Smaller bits. So this is a whatever it is. Might be extrusions. Yep, that is definitely an extrusion. That one does not seem tapped, but may not need to be. I'm not sure. I can't remember what that one is used for. I remember I made a follow-up video after the build is done and talked about any issues I experienced, but for the time being, yeah, I'm going with the assumption that everything is properly done. We have a couple of din rails. This looks to be another extrusion. I think those are time consuming enough to open up that I probably would open up them all individually. You have a big old bundle of extrusions here. So these definitely have screw holes in the corners here to attach, and then I think there must be a connector block that holds these two together. They don't look tapped, they do have the holes drilled out, so those should be all good. So much for that box. And this looks like, yeah, more Misumi extrusions. And this looks to be more Misumi extrusions. So you have a lot of fun there if you like extrusions. And then we just have packing material, and that's all this is. That is the entire box. Alright, well, that's actually, they went through an effort to get that piece made, because it's definitely not a standard piece, so they actually tried to pack this well. Alright, well, this has been the MagicStudios Voron 2.4 kit. I'm looking forward to assembling this over the next few weeks. I may do a follow-up video in the future once it's all built if there's any issues or concerns, but I'm not expecting it at the moment, besides my lack of having built a Voron before. If you have any questions about what specifically I got in this kit, feel free to leave a question in the comments. Otherwise, I would check out the MagicStudios channel on the Voron Discord. It's a very responsive channel, so you'll probably get an answer within, in a couple hours if you leave a question there. Otherwise, thanks for watching.